So without further ado, I'm going to pass you over to your host, ITIC Chairman Niall MacCarthy, to formally welcome you and open the conference.
So good morning, everyone. You're all sincerely very welcome to ITIC's annual conference, our flagship event on the tourism calendar. We're delighted to have you here in the fantastic new Dublin Royal Convention Centre. And it's wonderful to look out at over 400 industry colleagues from all the diverse parts of our industry. This is a carbon neutral venue, and it's important for all of us here, with the theme of today being responsible ambition, as we set out on the path to grow as an industry, but mindful of our environmental obligations. My name is Niall MacCarthy. I'm the MD of Cork Airport, and for the next 2 years it'll be my privilege to be chairman of ITIC. We'll have 16 exciting speakers on stage today in what is going to be an action-packed day. I'd particularly like to thank Minister of Tourism, Catherine Martin, for being here. I know how busy her diary is, particularly this time of the year, and we're grateful to her for her attendance. ITIC is 40 years of age this year, and much has been achieved by ITIC and its members in that period. Making the case for Irish tourism and advocating for the industry, it's an ongoing journey. We never reach the destination, and each economic cycle has unique opportunities and challenges, just as it was in the 80s, the 90s, the noughties and the last decade. We all know that tourism is Ireland's largest indigenous industry and it's our biggest regional employer. It employs 270,000 people up and down the country, and with particular importance on the regions where it has created valuable employment at home here in Ireland for decades. Put simply, tourism matters. It's an industry that we love, and that's why we're all here today, to discuss the opportunities and the challenges facing our wonderful sector. As you've seen in the opening video, this has been a difficult year in many ways for tourism and hospitality businesses. We're not yet back to pre-pandemic tourism numbers, and the costs of doing business for all sectors have grown hugely. In that context, our industry calls for a pro-tourism budget next week from government, and there's a real opportunity to address the VAT issue in next week's budget. As a country and as an industry, we've seen our business competitiveness eroded in recent times, and this has particularly been the case for tourism and hospitality. And again, measures to improve competitiveness are front and centre of our members' asks in the period ahead. We're calling also the capacity blockages impacting our industry are addressed and resolved. The cap at Dublin Airport is the most pressing in this regard, and we can address that whilst also investing in and growing our regional airports. There's a need for additional hotel stock to serve future growth, and this will need incentivisation from government. And in addressing what is the most pressing policy matter of our time, the housing shortage, a careful balance must be found between housing needs and short-term tourism rentals. Our tourism businesses will continue to do what we do well, delivering an excellent service and creating memorable experiences. We're a vibrant, we're a resilient industry, and we've seen many ups and downs over the years. It's our pleasure every day to showcase the best of our country to domestic and international audiences. We are the ultimate people business. We all work best when we work in cooperation, and we have a great track record of working closely with the national tourism agencies. I see Alice and Paul here today, local authorities and central government. There's an opportunity now with the imminent launch of a new national tourism policy, which I know our Minister is working on, to create a landmark and ambitious plan to reinvigorate our sector for the good of business, the Exchequer and all of the communities that we serve throughout the country. Once again, many thanks to you all for coming today, and I hope you have a memorable and enjoyable event.